Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Truth Train. I am Anders Macaulay, and we're sitting here in the studio, and I'm of course joined by the Sanity himself. If you're ever in doubt about your own sanity, and you need an annual service on your sanity, like a sanity checkup, if you will,
Sanity inspection.
insanity inspection. You talk to Dex Carrington.
Would Dex do what I'm doing?
Would Dex do what I'm doing? You have something black on your nose there. Yeah. There you go. It's from the headset.
Nice.
It's slowly dissolving.
That's how you know it works.
So let's be honest. Based on these pictures that people can see, if you're watching this on YouTube. But you can also hear that you have a little tan going.
You can, can't you?
You have a tan going.
Well, as everyone knows, we broadcast from international waters.
True.
And we're always moving, so we can never be located by the CIA.
Yes.
And in the current area where we are now moving, there's a heat wave. And just like, okay, to put it this way, in the same way, if you go to the supermarket and there are overly ripe bananas, half price, it is your moral obligation to bake banana bread. So you have to buy those bananas and now make banana bread, give them out to your neighbors.
Right.
In the same way, if your unidentifiable ship in international waters is going through a heat wave, it is your moral obligation to get a tan.
I do agree with you.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I bought a boat only to become a tan man. And for I have some tan. Like I am tanner, but I'm not getting the results that I was looking for.
And what's impeding your tannage?
Well, I've been so I wake up, I am in the boat around maybe 1, maybe 2 even. But the sun doesn't go down before, I don't know, 9, even later. But okay, it gets weaker throughout the day, of course. But I'm in the waters. I'm jumping in. I'm driving out on the boat. I don't have a life vest on. I don't have anything like that. I just, shorts. That's it. And I'm trying to, I put some lotion on. I use 30. What do you use?
I don't use anything.
Really?
No, I don't believe in it. I believe that the
sunscreen.
The sunscreen people are, in fact, trying to give us cancer. That's what David Icke told me in 2012.
Right.
And so anyway, I go completely lotionless. And also, it's nice that you point out that you don't wear a life jacket on the boat, because in the same way women don't respect men who drive cars with a seatbelt, they don't respect a life vest or a life jacket on a boat.
Women love men who are willing to take a risk.
Hey, death is my closest ally.
That's true.
That's what they want. They want, who's your best friend? Macaulay? Death himself.
Danger and death.
That's right.
I'm drinking with those tonight.
If you're dating a woman and she says, "Are you flirting with anyone else these days?" Only danger.
Death. Only danger and death. It's a threesome.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that's what they want.
Well, I think a lot of especially our listeners, would agree with the seatbelt analogy.
That's right.
That driving with a seatbelt is a wimpy way of living.
Yeah.
Not that we condone the lack of use of seatbelts.
No, we don't.
But we're just saying what women think.
We're pro safety, but we're also pro people getting into relationships.
We have life vest on our feet right now.
Hey,
due to safety because we're on a boat.
We're on international waters.
Tanker.
Yeah, if in the same way that alcohol helps build relationships, seatbelts tear them apart.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure there are tons of women out there going, my guy, he's such a man's man, and we're getting married on Tuesday. They get married. After that, it's just a downhill. Why? Because they keep seeing him with the seatbelt on.
Right.
It's like, what are you, afraid of death?
Yeah.
Pathetic much?
Like you don't think you could survive a head-on collision?
I know.
And then through the window you go?
Yeah. And so that's why people are getting divorced. But I would just like to point out one thing, and that is I've come to the conclusion, first of all, I've been noticing on the dating apps, I'm off them now. It's official, but I was on them for a little while. I noticed a lot of the women out there were basically saying, do you have a boat? If you have a boat, swipe right.
Really?
Yeah. So everyone wants maritime action, right?
I didn't even know you were on the apps.
Hey, nobody knows about my...
Like, you never talk about that kind of stuff.
I never do, you know?
Yeah, I know.
And here's the thing, like, I don't go online and let myself get annoyed by people.
You don't.
That's not me.
That's not the person I know.
No. I stay off the apps. All of them. Not just dating, social media, all of it.
The way I know you is that you don't go into fights with unknown people on dating apps for no reason at all.
I would never do that.
You would never do that.
Because
you would never set someone straight that you don't even know.
I would never get any satisfaction in telling someone what I see as the honest truth about their behavior in hopes of them having a mental breakdown, because the tsunami of truth is simply too strong for their weak defenses.
What I do know is that when people beg you to tell them what's wrong with them, you are polite in your answer.
That's right. That's right.
You're a polite person.
Yeah.
When people okay, you don't want to talk to me, you don't want to chat with me, you don't want to see me. Mm-hmm. What? Okay, so why? And then you say, well, listen, thank you, but I'll go off the bus here.
Right.
And then they say, no, please, before you go, tell me what's wrong with me. And then you lay it on them like easily. Like you are nice in your approach.
And it gives me no satisfaction whatsoever.
And no satisfaction.
Yeah, it's it's a hell of a roller coaster out there, because a lot of people are into people pleasing.
Yeah.
They want to be liked. What you want to be is you want to be as authentic as humanly possible.
How do you become authentic?
You know what's wrong with others, while at the same time ignoring what's wrong with you.
That's how you're authentic?
That's
No, I don't know if that's. I don't know if.
No. You are polite, but as an example, right? If somebody gets on social media, okay, and listen, if they have anything less than 6 million followers, and they get on social media and film themselves going like, "Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update about what's going on," then you like. Listen, you need so much authenticity in your face. Like, it's my job. Sorry, it's my God-given, job, I would say.
Yeah, it's a job.
As a man in recovery from addiction and alcoholism, to tell you that you're terrible. If you ask me.
Right.
That's very important. But I think something more important is this. I have figured out, because I was, for a long time, I was like, wow, I really can't meet anyone. Nobody seems to like me. And that might sound like a bad thing. And there's probably some incels out there going like, wait a minute, that sounds like me. Mm. But I can tell you with 100% certainty, I know I'm going to be great because I can't get a woman. That's how you know you're meant for greatness. The universe, God, whatever energy is out there, if God is not allowing you to get comfortable with a woman, it means you're meant to be wandering in the apocalypse with 2 grenade belts, a shotgun, and to be like just a walking fearful presence in the atomic aftermath.
Is there a dog involved?
Ideally. A radiation-filled dog.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, of course. But here's the thing. Okay, so you're meant for greatness, pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's what I'm getting.
Because I have no success with women.
So what you're saying is that because you're not attracting women, that means that you're great because why exactly?
Because first of all, God is real.
Yeah,
We all know that.
of course.
Because otherwise I wouldn't be sober, etc.
True.
So anyway, we have to assume he's real. And that means that here, let me put it this way. Let's say you're in a happy relationship. Then that person one day says to you, I don't like you anymore, I'm leaving. No point in trying to chase that person. Because if it's meant to be, you'll somehow end up together again. But the worst thing you can do is desperately try to get things back together, right? So then we can assume that there's a universal energy at play. And let's call that universal energy God. Now, if you're meant for greatness, like Napoleon or Alexander the Great or Genghis Khan, or just being the guy with all the testosterone ampoules after the nuclear fallout from the atomic wars, then that same universal energy will not allow you to get comfortable in a relationship. Because everyone is like, here's the thing. Everyone who's ripped out there is single, and everyone who's chubby is in a relationship. Because once you get into a relationship, that's when you start eating pizza and ice cream and donuts, and you start falling asleep in the middle of the day.
Yeah, but you're not in a relationship, and you're doing those things.
Because I'm meant for greatness.
Right. Sorry.
Right?
Sorry. I got confused for a moment. I
know.
apologize.
You're not really keeping up with me here, man.
I apologize.
Right. So, because if you're supposed to be the guy with all the grenades in the dystopian aftermath of the nuclear fallout,
Yeah.
Who has the testosterone, who's running the black market, right? The guy who owns a tank and the guy who can steal food from people at night and get away with it, you need to be sharp. And that's why you're not allowed to get comfortable with a woman. So Napoleon, or let's take someone great, Idi Amin.
Great person.
He's just a
What a great guy.
Now, so when he got to power, he was single.
Yes, he was.
Because if there's one thing we've learned from that cocaine movie, in America, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. Scarface.
Right.
Now, in the same way, Idi Amin, he was single because God wouldn't let him have a family until he became great. And then he had many families.
Yes.
See, this is just math.
Maybe you're meant to have a lot of women. Maybe you're not meant to have one.
Yes, maybe, but only after you've achieved the great thing.
Yes, and which you are. You are going to achieve great things.
Right, I'm gonna, right? I thought you were insinuating that I was achieving it now.
Oh, you're achieving. You're an achiever big time. You're achieving right now.
I agree. I agree.
But what I'm seeing and saying is that you're accumulating greatness.
Uh-huh.
You're just accumulating it.
That's it.
And you're building, lifting yourself up by the accumulation.
I think women fear my success.
They do.
Yeah.
That's why they are
They want an average
passing the opportunity because they can't handle the life shift.
They can't handle it. Let me tell you a quick story, because this is like most women I talk to. They're like, I want a guy. He's got a 9-to-5 job. He's got a pension, and he wants kids, and he mows the lawn. Right? And I thought, anything else? No, that's all I want. And I go, great. Here's what I did a couple days ago. I mentioned it already, but I went to the grocery store. It was a huge box of bananas, okay? And they were all almost expired, and they cost like nothing. So, because I'm a true hero, and I'm not impeded by a woman telling me, don't do this, don't do that, I bought like 6 kilos of bananas. And then I made like 10 kilos of banana bread. And I ate like 2 kilos of my own banana bread with butter on it. And I'm at the cabin, right? We have like 16 people visiting for the weekend. Everyone's going like, listen, this stuff is great, but we don't need the butter. Anyway, I start arguing with them about butter on banana bread. Before I know it, I've eaten 2 kilos. I can't breathe. I'm lying in my bed, and it's 33 degrees out, and I'm no longer functioning as a human being. But at the end of the day, who's to say that's not great?
Yes.
You know, and I think women fear it because it's not the normal definition of greatness. It's a different one.
3.7 pounds of banana bread.
I don't think people want to admit that I'm the Andy Warhol of banana bread. It's art.
Do you have any here now?
No.
No. It's all at the cabin.
Yes. Being eaten by others.
Yes. Why didn't you bring any?
Why would I bring it?
I don't know. So you could still eat it?
Right. Well, I just think that people should rethink what greatness is. And for all the women out there who say, I can't meet a good man, find someone who you don't find attractive, because that's who you'll want to be with after the apocalypse.
So we're touching a very important subject, and it's a reoccurring theme in this podcast, but it's, again, part of the sanity checkup routine.
It's true.
Okay? If you have problems getting a mating partner, a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, lover, whatever it is, I can't find anyone. Well, lower your expectations.
That's it.
That's the only way to go.
That's it.
Yeah, but I'm not willing to do that. Well, then you're kind of stuck in the mud, aren't you? Right? Yeah. So everybody can go, like, you can, okay, how much money do you have in your bank account? Well, I have $3,000. Okay, great. Use $1,000 on a ticket down to the Philippines, let's say. Stay at a shitty hotel. You can find a wife within 1 day, right? They're looking for opportunities. They are opportunists. They want to get out of there, and with all speed.
And they want to get away from the bananas.
They want to get
us.
Yes. They're tired of picking the bananas and you buying the expired ones. We can make a deal here. What if you buy my expired bananas and I'll be home eating the cake?
We both like bananas, but in different ways.
Yeah, and then you can take care of her.
Yeah.
Right? You can fly her here, fly her over to your undisclosed tanker.
Yeah.
And international waters.
That's it.
You can apply for a citizenship in that country that you have a passport. I don't know what country you're are connected to or whatever, but that's not here or there.
Right.
So you can do that. Everybody can do that. But I'm a woman. What do? Well, you can also fly to the Philippines. Meet a guy.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be with a guy who's shorter than me. Well, there you go then. That's your problem.
Yeah.
You don't want to lower whatever it is.
That's it.
But I want a man who's strong and rich and tall, and he can. When I put on high heels, he's still taller than me.
Right.
Well, tough shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Tough shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. You can go to Ghana. A lot of women do that now. They go on sex vacations to Ghana.
Do they really?
Yes.
What do they? How does
There's
that
an
work?
article. There was this news thing. It's on YouTube. I'm pretty sure. Well, it is on YouTube.
Right.
Grown, divorced, or unmarried women.
Yeah.
Who are late in their life. They're from even like 60s, 70s, whatever it is. Their husband died, whatever. They fly down to Ghana. They walk on the beach. Young 20-year-old men come over to them and say, hey, we want to, have dinner and stuff. The women, they take the young guy out to pay for dinner, pay for drinks. The guy sleeps with the woman. He wants to go to Europe.
Right.
He wants to go to the Americas. He wants to go wherever.
Yeah.
Somewhere, they're opportunists as well. This is happening right now.
It's crazy. One of the. I mean, that's one sign that we in the West are not doing so great. Another sign is I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. I went to the fridge and I ate a piece of cheesecake, the size of the size of a human head.
Why did you do? Why?
It was too hot. I needed a distraction. It was too
hot.
hot.
What about a cold blanket?
I mean, you would think so.
What about like a towel, like in water, ice cubes?
Anyway, cheesecake was the only way to go.
Sure.
So listen, as I'm standing there, greedily eating this cheesecake in front of the fridge at 4 a.m. in international waters during a heat wave,
Of course.
it occurred to me that a European woman with blonde hair would not approve of this. And that's when I knew sort of we're failing as a species. No, sorry, as a continent.
Right.
Because these Ghana women, I don't think they would mind the cheesecake.
Well, they're just happy to have a guy who's, he's hanging around. Like, I got a look recently. I was with some people, and a woman that I know, we ate like this ice cream you buy on the pier. And
Pear cream.
pear cream. And licking the chocolate drizzle or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, halfway in and like, well, it was too much. I'm going to throw it away now. And then I also came down to the cone. I started eating the cone and I started like, yeah, this is too much now. Mm-hmm. And
we've gone too far with the ice cream.
Yeah, it was too much.
Right.
That was a big portion of ice cream.
It was a health risk.
It was a health risk. So I said, yeah, I'm going to throw it away too. And then I took a bite of the cone and some more ice cream, even though I said, yeah, it's too much. I'm feeling it now. And then she said, yeah, but why are you continuing eating after the fact that you said that I'm tired of this now? Why did you continue? Mm-hmm. And I said, I just wanted to make sure that I was right about my first
declaration
of the ice cream. Yeah, that's right. So that's a microcosmos of what life is about. But that tone, I heard in the tone, but why did you continue when you knew that it was bad for you? Mm-hmm. Basically saying that attitude is not great if you want to lose weight and stuff like that. That's an irrational. Why were you irrational? Mm-hmm. That's the question.
That's right.
And I said, well, I just wanted to make sure. Which is funny that women say to me, like, hey, why did you continue eating when you knew that it was bad? Right? That's like a very concrete example of a disagreement in a way. But women, I mean, I've been in relationships and I've critiqued and I've never, and I admit it. Yes, I should have thrown it away when I first had that feeling about like this is too much ice cream. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to make sure, just like overkill so that I'm like, well, now I'm absolutely throwing it away.
That's right.
So I took the critique and I said, well, that's just the way it is. But I understand your point. But when I've critiqued women about this, like, why are you doing that when it's counterproductive? Well, it's this, that, and the other thing. It's like then I have to have like a big chalkboard and just like write down like there's formulas and stuff and trauma and past history and everything like to get to the core of the problem.
Right.
Right. And then it's like even though you're in the core, well, I wasn't feeling that at the time. Like it's about feelings and it's abstract.
Of course.
So you lose the argument.
That's right.
So what I'm trying to say is that I admit wrongdoing. I admit related to your cheesecake incident.
Right.
That a woman would hate you.
Yeah.
If she saw you in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Slightly overweight, eating a cheesecake a size of a head. 4:30 in the morning.
You think so?
I think she would now start the process of thinking, well, I'm not going to be married with this person for much longer.
She would start the process of de-escalating her engagement in that relationship.
She would distance herself more and more.
The cheesecake was the watershed moment that started the pulling away.
Because a lot of people who get divorced, they start, okay, I am now lowering my feelings for this person.
Yeah.
Day by day.
They start before.
I'm going to distance myself.
Yeah.
And then it's going to, maybe it takes a couple of years even, but women can do that, especially when there's children involved.
Women de-escalate in the relationship.
They can de-escalate their feelings, and then and you just continue the cheesecake eating, and you're like, yeah,
pass me another head.
She's being very cold around me lately. And you have cheesecake dribbling from your face.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong, honey?
Yeah.
It's like,
getting fatter and fatter.
Nah, nothing's wrong.
Hey,
That's what she says.
What is socially acceptable to eat at 4 a.m. out of a fridge?
Nothing. Water. No. Drinking water is acceptable.
I never do that kind of stuff, really, you know.
Drinking water.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
That is it.
What about Toblerone?
Nope.
But, I mean, what if you buy it at an airport?
Doesn't matter.
I feel that airport Toblerone is different.
No, listen. Just shut your mouth 1 second. The question you're asking me, what is acceptable to eat in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
And yeah, but what if it's from an airport? What?
Well, that means I'm not going to be able to buy any more soon. You know, it's a rare earth mineral. You know?
I would agree with the mineral.
Right? It's like a diamond.
But the problem here is not that it's a diamond or anything. The problem here is that you don't need that calorie you weren't hungry when you were eating the cheesecake.
I was desperate.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Were you hungry?
No, I was desperate.
Yes, exactly.
I was desperate to feel different than I did.
You need to see a psychiatrist
about
your food issue.
I don't think so, because I used that cheesecake as a drug. And if that's not healthy, I don't know what is.
We need to get to the bottom here.
# mental health.
Why are you so drawn towards food, and why does it make you so happy? What happened to you? That's the question.
I don't know.
I think you do.
I just remember when I grew up, all the American kids, they got all the junk food they wanted, and I didn't get all the junk food I wanted. I was on a schedule. I was on a plan. They wouldn't let me just do my thing. There was a kid called Nick Safford, and he stayed at our place for 2 whole weeks in the 7th grade because his parents went to Vietnam or something. And then he was given 3 trays of Coke. That's 72 Coca-Colas. And he would drink them all day long, and I wasn't allowed to have any. And I thought to myself, if I ever escape this prison, I'm going to eat so many Dunkaroos and Cokes and cereals and pizzas, and I'm going to go nuts. Like every day at lunch, I would have like fiber-filled bread with stuff on it. And all the American kids had microwavable pizza pockets. Have you ever had a microwavable pizza pocket with chicken ranch inside it? I mean, it's a delight.
I've had microwave food when I was young, and I can't think about anything more disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Dunkaroos? Did you ever have a Dunkaroo package?
I never had a Dunkaroo.
What about Lunchables?
Never. Nope.
Golden Grahams?
Nope.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, I was so angry at the world that I couldn't just eat what I wanted. And I thought, if I ever grow up and get my own money, because I would spend every allowance I had for 3 years on Haagen-Dazs cookies and cream box. I got exactly 60 Hong Kong dollars, and one of those buckets cost exactly 60 Hong Kong dollars. And it was funny because I didn't have any money for the bus or anything. I just had that ice cream, but I would sit in my room. I couldn't go anywhere, right? Because I couldn't afford the bus even. But I would just eat that cookies and cream. And it was sort of like a protest against these people who were making me eat healthy.
Who was these people?
My parents.
Right.
It was a protest.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They were very, like, healthy people.
They didn't want you to become like a fat fuck like the American kids.
You know, no, they didn't. Can you believe that?
I can't believe it.
It's just so unacceptable.
I can't believe it.
I know, right?
That they have the
audacity.
To try to keep you healthy.
I know.
And not deliver develop a liver sickness like a hepatitis or whatever it's called.
I mean, the audacity to delay my inevitable obesity.
Yeah, like, preventing you from hurting your liver and kidney and stomach and having operations related to stomach reduction surgery.
Look, I'm just saying, when I went to Los Angeles, I told you this a million times before, but just one good example. I went to Los Angeles. They have Krispy Kreme donuts there. I ate 72 of them in 3 days. And people say that's insane. Yeah, but I'm not going to Los Angeles on a regular basis, am I?
No.
So you got to make it count. In the same way, an airport Toblerone doesn't count because you're not there often. So they're not even real calories. It's very complex, and I don't think you appreciate.
I agree. It's like going to a war zone. And when you go to a war zone, you want to kill as much people as you can because you're not allowed to do it on a regular basis.
That's the same thing. So it's or to put it this way, if there's peacetime in a peaceful country and you're at the mall and you stab people in the neck, that's a crime.
That's a crime.
But if you're in a war zone, that's just a Tuesday.
That's your work. That's your on your way to work.
It's almost worse if you're not stabbing people because then you're not contributing to the overall feeling of it.
Hey, listen, war is like this. If you don't show the numbers, we can't hire you.
That's it.
We can't have you here anymore. Do you know how much you cost in equipment and salary and food and logistics and just having you around?
That's it.
I mean, if you don't deliver the numbers, the kill count, we are in the market for somebody else. We will call Manpower or whatever the agency is and hire somebody else to kill.
There's just a lot of things that are bad in one scenario, but good in another.
Very true.
And at Universal Studios, they blend cakes.
Yeah, okay,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And that's not ideal other places. So
we have to get off the topic.
Fine.
Because you're insane. When you talk about food, you become insane. The only food you're allowed to talk about is the food that you can put on Lloyd and Melon hot sauce, our proud sponsor of this podcast.
That's right. Forget everything you thought you knew about habanero.
This is habanero mango, just one of those many fermented hot sauces they have. It's flavor over flame, they say.
Yeah.
Well, the people who run this company just got out of jail.
They did.
Because this sauce is criminally, insanely good.
That's it.
They were locked in a padded room for 10 years making this hot sauce.
That's it.
And now it's available for you to buy it. So you go to lloydandmelon.com. And then you buy the sauce and then you become rich overnight.
Yeah.
It's like a genie in a bottle.
Yeah.
Just in this form of a hot sauce, basically.
Yeah. Because you're never going to have success in this lifetime unless you do put some Lloyd and Melon into your life. But, I'm very curious about one thing because you have a lot of confidence and that makes it seem like you know a lot of stuff.
True. That's true.
So let me ask you this. The smartest thing to do in this lifetime is you have a job that pays you X amount of money. Now, if you're spending all that money all the time, that's not a good place to be. However, if you can bring down your consumption costs, that's a good place to be. So ideally, what you want to do is you want to marry someone. Now you're a team. You both get a salary. You bring your living costs down to as little as humanly possible. I mean, you're ideally eating out of garbage cans. Ideally. And you have no insurance.
The ideal is to eat out of the garbage can.
No, I'm just saying it costs nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you take all that money and you buy property. And you get as much loans as you can, and you're continuously paying off your loans while you're eating discount food. Whatever is on discount. And so
do you think you can serve a loan by just eating garbage? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you have a job. You're just not eating at restaurants. You're not being fancy about it. Here's my question.
Okay.
The only reason I'm laughing is because I'm looking at your face because you're too fancy to handle my ideas.
True.
That
is true.
That is true. Because that's the smartest thing to do. Get married, have two jobs,
eat
spend
garbage,
all the money.
Eat trash with your family every day while you're owning everything.
Look, this is the ultimate life hack. So here's my question. Why is it that all the beautiful women all want to go to expensive sushi restaurants and do the opposite of what a great life is. Because a great life is living costs down.
I'm pretty sure women wants to eat sushi and also have a great life.
Yeah, but you can't do both.
I think you can.
You can't own all the property if you're eating sushi all the time.
No, but if you have an income stream, which is high, you can do both.
No, most of the people I know that have huge incomes have huge expenses. A lot of them end up with debt at the end of the year. These are people, I mean, $500,000 a year they're making. And they have credit card debt at the end of the year because they're buying shoes and going to all these sushi restaurants. Dumpster dive. Take up loans. Pay it off.
With your partner?
Yeah. All the smart people know you do this together. That's what a marriage is.
Even the dogs are agreeing with you.
Well, I'm just saying. So it's strange that because the smart thing to do is to spend less, buy more property, but everyone just wants to spend more and have less property. I mean, where do you think the property comes from, if not from dumpster diving?
I mean, basically all land mass and real estate investments are from people who eat from trash cans. Right?
Look, not literally, but it's an attitude.
It's an attitude.
It's an attitude.
Listen, I agree with the attitude.
The discount meat store that I like to go to, where no woman will go on a date with me, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't find a woman to go to a discount meat store with you on a first date.
That's it.
I mean, that's appalling.
It is. Because then you could build the real estate empire.
Right, by going to the discount meat store with her.
That's it. So that's how you know if you have wife material. Discount meat store.
Yeah, it's not the fact that you want to go to the discount meat store. It's the fact that she's accepting that lifestyle. And now you can invite her into your extremely rich lifestyle. Because every movie is about this. A guy meets a woman. There's a lot of women who wants to be with this guy because he's rich and he's handsome, whatever. And then he meets a woman who's not interested in that. It's like Cinderella, I would imagine. I don't know. I think Cinderella is
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, but she's a hooker.
Yeah, but she's not interested in finance.
I think she kind of like, I mean, here's a guy in a limo who's like, hey, I can change your life. And she kind of jumps on it too quick, if you ask me.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe. Yeah. But there's some movie, I don't know which movie, but there's some movies about women who are not interested in the rich guy. And then now he has to work to get her. And all these other gold diggers like, yeah, but I'll marry you. And like, yeah, I'm not interested. I want a real person.
Right.
Right,
a discount meat market woman.
A discount meat market woman who's interested in just like who's cool, right?
That's a coffee mug. Discount meat market woman.
Yeah, that's what we want. But so, and also, by the way, the movie, every woman like there was a couple of women I've met. Well, I love The Notebook with Ryan Gosling.
Right.
Like, he's a tough, very forward, funny
carpenter,
doesn't have a lot of money, and he's like, yeah, but I'm going to build us a dream. I'm going to buy us a house, and we're going to get married. And she's like, yeah, but I kind of want to have a rich guy, and I want this now. I don't want it in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, 5, 10 years. I want it now. And she's kind of like she's going to get married with a rich guy. She likes him, but not really. But she really loves the poor guy, but he doesn't have the assets.
Yeah.
So she's fucking both of them.
Yeah.
Like, she's sleeping with and then there's this scene in the movie that every woman likes. She said that he says, "What do you want?" "I don't know what I want."
Right.
"What do you want?" "I want everything." Basically, that's what she. So she's fucking the rich guy, and she's also fucking the poor guy, and she's just like, I love the poor guy, but I want the richness, and she's like, and that's like a love story in our society. Oh my God, what a romantic movie! She can't decide. Because I relate. I also want to be rich, but I love the poor guy. But I also want personality and whatever that represents.
Yeah.
You know, he loves discount meat. I want to buy the full price meat. But I love his attitude. He's funny and he makes me feel good, and he fucks me. And then the other rich guy, he doesn't really fuck me, but he can pay for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
What a romantic movie. Every time I hear anyone talks about that fucking shit of a movie,
Right.
I that's a red flag right there.
Uh-huh.
If you're a woman who loves the Notebook and thinks that is a wonderful story, you should have your head checked. You should have had a conversation with Dex Carrington and have your annual sanity checkup.
At the local discount meat market.
Yes. Because I have bad news. You won't pass that check.
Wow. Yeah. Let me tell you something. You know, here's one of the great things about the discount meat market that people don't seem to understand. First of all, it's like a casino. Okay, when you find a discount, I mean, dude, your brain it's like a tsunami of endorphins. Like, oh my God, I need to get all this into my car as fast as possible. It was about 3 years ago. I walked in there. Christmas anchovies. Market price, $3.79 a can. Okay?
Wow.
The discount meat market, out of season. This was about March. You can get those babies for 10 cents a can. 10 cents a can. I mean, to put it this way, the only problem you have at this point is car space. Okay? And like and like a willingness to eat anchovies. You know what I mean? And if a woman can't get on board with the genius of this, okay? I mean, I've just taken the food budget and zeroed it out for maybe 16 days out of the year. And all that's got property written all over it. You never go on vacation. You never go to a restaurant. You only go find discounts. And suddenly you own half of New York City, real estate wise.
I mean, you can't beat those prices.
Here's the problem. Either you seem rich outwardly, or and you actually aren't, or you seem poor outwardly. You seem like a Christmas anchovy guy off season, but you own all the real estate. I'd much rather be the second guy, because psychopaths, or to put it this way, I think everyone's kind of stupid to go after the rich facade person. You know, it's the guy driving that broken down car who has all the billions. Billionaires eat anchovies off season. Millionaires go to your fancy places. I mean, yeah, you go to clubs where, you know, a strawberry daiquiri costs like $350, you know, and people stand in line to pay those prices to pretend they're fancy. I got some news for you. Nobody's better than a dumpster at the end of the day. The only question is, do you have the balls to go in there and take what's yours?
Yeah, can you withstand the smell?
No, the real estate you want is in the dumpster you dare not enter.
Yes, it's true.
It is.
The dumpster is just the real estate opportunity.
It's a portal to the real estate world.
It is.
You want.
Jump in there and become rich.
That's it. I just think people don't understand. And another thing that I find to be crazy is like when people buy, let's say, soda or a Monster Energy drink or stuff like that. I mean, you drink water. That's all you ever drink. Why? Because it gets you closer to the real estate. Right?
I'm just going to write down the episode name.
What is it?
Dumpster Real Estate King.
That's actually pretty true. What was the thing I said earlier, though? The thing that should be on a coffee mug.
Woman.
No, something about real estate.
Discount woman.
Discount meat market women.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's also a good one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know people.
You do.
I actually know people. And they've had massive salaries for decades. And they got nothing to show for it but loans. Because they take expensive vacations. They go to expensive sushi restaurants. They go, I want to travel, all that stuff. Meanwhile, I've seen other people with high salaries just hunker down, you know? Hunker down and just going to the supermarket. You find expired carrots. Okay? 20 cents, 6 kilos.
Right.
I'm eating carrots now for 2 weeks. That's how they built the Taj Mahal.
Really? Based on expired vegetables. Saving money.
It's an attitude, is all I'm saying.
Didn't the Taj Mahal, it was built to honor somebody's wife.
Yes, but people don't seem to respect how things are built.
Was she dead or was she alive when it was built?
I think she was alive.
I think she was dead.
Maybe.
And then, I think she died.
I just don't think people respect the frugality of things.
I think she died because of the bacteria infection she got from all the dumpsters she was eating from.
That he made her eat from.
And then, when she died, he had the money to build the Taj Mahal in her memory.
That's it. I think people got a lot of problems, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They really do. Unlike you, who, serves the sanity quite well.
I've got a respectable attitude, I would say. And another thing is, like, if you're not willing to drive across a border to buy discount meat as well.
True.
Do you even want real estate? Do you even want to be in the market?
Do you want to be alive? Do you even want to be a person at this point?
Do you even want the life you've been given?
Do you even want to breathe air when you have that attitude?
Do you want a family? Do you want a job? Like, what do you want? I guess that's the real question. Do you...
Yeah, what do you want?
To put it this way, if someone is driving across that border into a cheaper country twice a month to buy discount meat,
yeah,
I have no questions for them. They're on the right path. But if you're not going to the discount meat country or the discount meat market to buy expired anchovies, then what do you even want?
I actually bought something discount today.
Okay.
40% off. It was...
a whole chicken?
No, not a whole chicken, but it was 2 slices of finest beef. Finest beef.
Sirloin.
Sirloin. Sure. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was sirloin. Yeah.
The inner fillet.
Yeah. The inner. I think it was. Yeah.
Was it expired?
It was expired big time.
Yeah.
Not big time, but like today.
Yeah.
It's expired today.
Expires today.
I bought the 2 they had, put it in the freezer. Hardly make tell the difference.
Yeah, you cannot tell the difference.
You can't.
And that's something I've observed, is that a lot of these people are ordering Foodora thinking they're ever going to be a success. Now,
Yeah, like DoorDash or whatever they have in that country.
So look, this new generation of humans are now saying we can't get onto the real estate market, right? Because of climate change or whatever the hell they believe it is. It's because they're not willing to go to the discount meat market and put stuff in their freezer. To put it this way, you can't order DoorDash and be in the real estate market at the same time.
By the way, I think Greta Thunberg should, who is the representative of the young voice for a better future and less pollution and stuff, discount meat is this part of the solution.
I think it's the only solution.
I think it's the final solution.
Yeah, it's the final solution to the climate change problem.
Because if you want to save the world, because yes, we give dig oil, we use a lot of fossil and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure we do. But the big one is food. Food production. It's a big waste. It's a big waste.
We waste a lot.
Waste a lot of stuff. And if she was smart, she would open a discount meat store everywhere and say, hey, listen, here's the meat that is not getting sold. It's either going to the garbage where Dex will be waiting with his wife and family, buying property with the profits, or you can buy the discount meat store here at my Swedish meats discount store. You know?
Yeah.
and she's Swedish, and she, Swedish meatballs discount. Save the planet by eating all the meat instead of wasting it and then producing more. And because I think we throw away.
We're actually
you knew a Wall Street guy.
I knew a Wall Street guy who made like $700,000 a year, and at the end of the year he had debt.
Right.
And all I'm saying is, it's better than to make $60,000 a year and have zero expenses than to be the Wall Street guy who's also addicted to cocaine, I imagine, and has a lot of problems.
Right.
So at the end of the day, net worth is what matters, and your net worth. And like they say this, right? You can't just go to the gym and get abs. Abs are made in the kitchen.
I thought, yes.
Yeah. And in the same way, you can't go out into the job market and make more to increase your net worth. Your net worth is increased
in the dumpster?
In the dumpster.
Right.
So, I mean, this is the kind of financial advice they don't want to teach you in school. I have a master's degree in finance. They didn't even teach me this. That's how you know it's a scam.
That's true.
Get your expenses down. And what do they tell you? Oh, Dom Perignon this. You know what I mean? Like, fucking buy a table at a fancy restaurant. Look at the sushi. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, what kind of luxury fucking anti-real estate world are you living in where you're eating at a restaurant?
I mean, you should be a professor.
The good women would never go to a sushi restaurant.
I agree. They would never step inside one. It's like for Satan to go into a church. It would be set on fire.
That's right.
Right?
Because real estate women would never allow it.
Exactly.
It would affect their portfolio.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even call it a sushi restaurant. They would call it a portfolio loss.
Based on your words in this podcast today, I think it's strange that you are a man who's not married with children.
Yeah.
And the fact that women are not drawn towards you based on this logic alone is scary.
It says something about our times.
It says something about our times, indeed. And very, very scary times indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Frightening.
Frightening.
Frightening that people could be so lost.
I just want to end on this. I want to end this show by saying that I remember when I went to a university and had my classes. I remember we were sharing the faculty with law students. I had my lectures at this law thing, the faculty, and I remember the first year people, they were really well dressed. They were dressed as they already were lawyers. Like the women were like beautiful hair, beautiful clothes, and they were like, "Oh my God, they're lawyers already."
Yeah.
But the older the second year, the worse, and then the last year students were the worst because they were like, "Hey, listen, I'm a student. I don't have a lot of money, and I don't need to be like a well-dressed young idiot." Right? Yeah. I'm gonna get my millions soon as a lawyer, but I'm just not pretending. Like I don't have that insecurity about me anymore. So I can be like a dumpster diver. I can be like a shitty sneakers, whatever. So as you said and you stated perfectly, if you want to get ahead in life, you should be the guy who's looking for the bargains. You should be a bargain hunter. Mm-hmm. And until you become the real estate Mongol that you want to become, mm-hmm. you should be eating and wearing discount everything mm-hmm. until you can be comfortable and then buying maybe something full price. And that's just only a maybe.
I think you should live as a homeless person while you're getting rich.
Yeah.
And when you become rich, then you can maybe live as a middle class person. Maybe.
Wouldn't you like to be the richest homeless guy that is out there? Wouldn't that be great? Then you would be the king in your area.
Not only that, but your entire lifestyle has no effect on your portfolio.
Exactly.
Portfolio-free lifestyle.
You can sleep under a bridge and people are like, "Hey, you have millions. Why are you sleeping outside?"
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have debt
Yeah.
at the end of this year.
But even better is like, he's sleeping under a bridge. Nothing to steal from him.
Exactly.
Let's move on to that other guy who seems like he's rich.
Yeah, try to steal somebody's dream under a bridge.
Theft proof.
Let me see you do that for a second.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's it.
That is it.
Yeah, and I think, oh man, for me, I know that my grandparents' generation, they had so much respect for discount meat.
Yes.
And this new generation doesn't. And I remember when I was 18, 19, already then, I was like, the hell's wrong with these people my own age, right? I can't say it now because I'm 42 and I sound bitter. But trust me, I said it when I was 18, and I'll say it again. They're idiots.
Right.
Because they're nowhere to be found around the discount meat market.
100%.
I'm there all the time, and nobody's there.
I mean,
It's just me.
They can't get rid of you. Well, Dex, thank you again for being you and for solving so many problems that humanity is facing.
That's why people tune in.
That's why they're tuning in big time.
Yeah, and so I liked what you said earlier, right? You know, set goals for yourself and then chase that dream into your nearest dumpster where you're going to find Dex and his family building their real estate portfolio.
Yeah, his homeless family under a bridge, building a dream, one chicken leg at a time. Discounted, of course. Bye.